What's up, YouTube? It's Big Rye. The fat guy couldn't be here today because he is probably rummaging through dumpsters behind Starlight Casino. We are 108, 94, and 4 this season and trying to finish off strong onto the Week 15 picks. Thursday, Los Angeles Chargers at the Las Vegas Raiders. The Chargers are 5-8 straight up, 4-8-1 against the spread. Justin Herbert is 16th in NEA at 6.16, but Justin Herbert is not expected to play due to a fractured right index finger. If Herbert was healthy, my line projection would have been LAC minus 1.5 on the road, but with Herbert expected not to play, this line has opened at Las Vegas -3 at minus 102. The Raiders are 5-8 straight up, 6-5-2 against the spread. Anyone who has played quarterback for them this year has performed in the bottom third amongst all quarterbacks. The latest, Aiden O'Connell, is 38th in NEA with a rating of 4.42. The total for this game is 33.5, with juice pushing the total a bit lower, so don't expect a high-flying offensive game on primetime. For the contest, I will be taking the LA Chargers +3 on the road, strictly because of the juice in a juiceless contest onto the Saturday games. The Minnesota Vikings at the Cincinnati Bengals. The Vikings are 7-6 straight up, 7-4-2 against the spread. Josh Dobbs was benched for Nick Mullins in their 3-0 win over the Las Vegas Raiders. So who will start versus the Bengals is up in the air, but the difference between the two is negligible since books aren't afraid to put the line out without knowing for sure, or maybe they do know who is starting and I just can't find it. Either way, it won't be great for the Vikings, who are trying to claw their way into the playoffs without Kirk Cousins. The Bengals are 7-6 straight up and 6-1 against the spread. Jake Browning has played surprisingly well in his limited amount of time behind center since Joe Burrow's injury knocked him out. Browning has played so well, he is currently 5th in NEA with a rating of 7.86. Will there be a regression to the mean? Most likely, but I'm sure Bengals fans will ride out this hot streak for as long as they can. The line for this game opened at Bengals -4, but the market has shifted the line down to Bengals -3.5 at -113. For the contest, I will be taking the Bengals at their current price of -3.5 in a juiceless contest. The Pittsburgh Steelers at the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts are 7-6 straight up as well as against the spread. Kenny Pickett is reportedly still out, so Mitchell Trubisky will start again. Trubisky is sitting 43rd among quarterbacks with an NEA rating of 4.15. The Colts are 7-6 straight up and 8-5 against the spread. Gardner Minshew is 28th amongst quarterbacks with an NEA rating of 5.63. The line for this game opened Indy -2.5 at -109. You can see it is currently sitting at -2.5, -115. In a juiceless contest, I will be taking the Colts at home -2.5. The Denver Broncos at the Detroit Lions. The Broncos are 7-6 straight up and 5-7-1 against the spread. They have been able to win games despite poor coaching. Russell Wilson is tied at 22nd with an NEA rating of 6.05. The Detroit Lions are 9-4 straight up and 8-5 against the spread. Jared Goff is 10th amongst quarterbacks with an NEA rating of 6.66. They have been struggling the past few weeks, but this Saturday I expect the Lions to get back on track versus the Broncos. The line opened Detroit -4, -105, and the line is currently sitting at Detroit -4, -117. Essentially pushing it to Detroit -4.5. So for a juiceless contest, while the line is still listed at 4, I will be taking the Lions to cover the spread at home. The Kansas City Chiefs at the New England Patriots. The Chiefs are 8-5 straight up, 7-6 against the spread. Patrick Mahomes is ranked 13th with an NEA of 6.4. Lots has been made about Patrick Mahomes' breakdown on the sidelines this week, but to me, it's a non-story. He was upset in the heat of the moment, and I expect him to continue to play well despite the breakdown. The Pats are 3-10 straight up and against the spread. Bailey Zappi was able to lead the Pats to a rare win this season over the Steelers. His NEA currently has him ranked 45th with a rating of 3.96. Despite Bailey Zappi's poor NEA and the Patriots' struggles this season, I will be taking them in the contest over the Chiefs in Week 15. The line opened New England +10 at -106. You can see now the Pats +10 at -118. So in a juiceless contest, I will be taking the micro edge of New England +10 at home. The New York Jets at the Miami Dolphins. The Jets are 5-8 straight up, 5-7-1 against the spread. They return to Zach Wilson behind center, who put up a nice statistical performance over the Houston Texans, going 27 for 36, 301 yards and 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. For the season, Zach Wilson's NEA rating is 4.48, placing him 39th among quarterbacks. The Dolphins are 9-3 straight up, 8-4 against the spread. Tua is 4th in NEA with a rating of 8.11. Really, he is 2nd among quarterbacks who have played significant snaps. The Dolphins play tonight on Monday Night Football, so this line could open much differently if there is a significant injury to the Dolphins. My look-ahead line for this game is going to be off again because the Dolphins have lost to top teams and the Jets have pulled off some upsets, but this is really a tough matchup for the Jets, who have a lot on their plate to shut down the Dolphins on offense for an entire 60 minutes. My projected look-ahead line is Miami minus 6.8, but I've seen this line as high as Dolphins minus 12 at some books that are not named Pinnacle. So for the contest, I will take the huge perceived edge of Miami minus 6.8, and I'm sure most of you will too. Chicago Bears at the Cleveland Browns. The Bears are 5-8 straight up, 6-5-2 against the spread, and I'm sure Bears fans want more. But it has been a successful season for the Bears, and the future is looking brighter and brighter each week. Similar to that of the Lions the past few seasons, Justin Fields is ranked 30th with an NEA of 5.55. NEA doesn't consider the rushing stats and ability of quarterbacks, so his performance has been slightly better than his NEA indicates. The Browns are rolling along with a straight up and against the spread record of 8-5. Joe Flacco has been a nice addition to the Browns roster. In his short stint so far, he has an NEA of 6.05, placing him 22nd among quarterbacks. The line for this game opened Cleveland minus 3 at minus 106 and has shifted up to Cleveland minus 3 at minus 120. I will be taking the Browns minus 3 in a juiceless contest. The Houston Texans at the Tennessee Titans. The Houston Texans are 7-6 straight up, 6-7 against the spread. CJ Stroud is 7th among quarterbacks with an NEA rating of 7.36. He struggled versus a really good Jets defense, and it didn't help to lose his top 2 targets in Collins and Dell. Stroud is currently in concussion protocol, and his status for this game is uncertain, hence the look-ahead line. The Titans are 4-8 straight up, 5-7 against the spread. Will Levis has had a nice rookie campaign. He is currently sitting 26 with an NEA rating of 5.93. The Titans still have a game tonight on Monday Night Football, so injuries may occur to affect the line as well. My look-ahead line for this game is Houston minus 0.3 on the road as slight favorites. This line could open anywhere from Texans minus 3 to Titans minus 3, depending on the availability of CJ Stroud, as well as if the Titans pick up any injuries in their game on Monday night. I will be hopeful that Stroud is able to pass through concussion protocol and play on Sunday. So for the contest, I will be taking the Texans as slight favorites on the road. The New York Giants at the New Orleans Saints. The Giants are 4-8 straight up, 4-7-1 against the spread. Tommy DeVito's NEA rating is 4.25, placing him 42nd among quarterbacks. The Giants play tonight during the Monday Night Football doubleheader for Week 14, so there is currently no line out for this game as of yet. The Saints are 6-7 straight up, but only 3-9-1 against the spread, a sign of really poor coaching or really good luck, but I'm sure Saints fans would rather have the straight up wins than against the spread success. Derek Carr's 25th among quarterbacks with an NEA of 5.96. Interesting side note, Taysom Hill is actually ranked first in NEA with a rating of 9.89. Obviously in a limited amount of snaps at quarterback, but when he has been behind center, things have gone well for the Saints. My look-ahead line for the Saints is minus 5.3 point favorites at home. For the contest, I will be taking the New York Giants to cover the spread as plus 5.3 point road dogs. The Atlanta Falcons at the Carolina Panthers. The Falcons are 6-7 straight up, 4-9 against the spread. Desmond Ridder is ranked 31st for NEA with a rating of 5.35. For what it's worth, Taylor Heineke is ranked 24th with an NEA rating of 5.99. The Panthers are 1-12 straight up, 2-9-2 against the spread. I will jokingly say thanks to good coaching, but when you are this bad, you get the benefit of spreadflation. Bryce Young's NEA is 46 with a rating of 3.42. The line for this game opened Atlanta minus 3 at minus 103 as favorites on the road. The market currently has the Atlanta Falcons minus 3 at minus 112. So for a juiceless contest, I will be taking the slight edge we have here on Atlanta -3 as road favorites. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Green Bay Packers. The Bucs are 6-7 straight up, 8-5 against the spread, which tells me the coaching for the Bucs has been on point. Baker Mayfield is tied for 20th with an NEA rating of 6.07. The Packers are 6-6 straight up, 7-5 against the spread. Jordan Love's NEA has him tied for 15th with a rating of 6.19. Pretty good for Jordan Love. This is a fairly even matchup based on records, spread records, and NEAs. My look-ahead line gives a slight edge to the Packers with an opening line of Green Bay -3.4, but I will side with the Bucs in the contest being on the right side of 3. Contest pick Tampa Bay +3.4 as road dogs. San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals. The 49ers are really good, 10-3 straight up, but a measly 7-6 against the spread, which ironically points to poor coaching despite what Shanahan has been able to do. But how lines have been forming over the past few weeks, it's hard to not say that the Niners have to be the Super Bowl favorites going into Week 15. The Arizona Cardinals are 3-10 straight up and 7-5-1 against the spread. They have been a betting enigma, and also ironically, it's been because of great coaching despite their 3-10 record. Kyler Murray's NEA has him ranked 32nd with a rating of 5.3. The line for this game opened Arizona +14 at -106, double-digit home dogs. The market currently has Arizona +14 at -125. Quite the juice shift. Essentially, this line is now Arizona +13.5. So for the contest, I will be taking the Cardinals +14 in a juiceless affair. The Washington Commanders at the LA Rams. The Commanders are 4-9 straight up, 5-7-1 against the spread. Sam Howell is ranked 35th with an NEA rating of 4.94. They are coming off a bye after a 30-point home loss to the Dolphins, but the extra week of prep should help them against the Rams, who are 6-7 straight up, 7-5-1 against the spread. Matthew Stafford's NEA rating is 6.5, ranking him 12th among quarterbacks. The line for this game opened Washington +7 at -106. It is now sitting +7, -115 for the Commanders. So in a juiceless contest, I will be taking Washington +7 as road dogs. 5-star entertainment game between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. The Cowboys are 10-3 straight up and are currently a league best 9-4 against the spread. Dak Prescott is ranked 6th among quarterbacks with an NEA rating of 7.52. Really placing him 3rd among quarterbacks who have played a majority of the season, just behind Brock Purdy and Tua Tagovailoa. The Bills are 7-6 straight up and 5-7-1 against the spread. Josh Allen is ranked 11th with an NEA of 6.51. The Bills' schedule has been unfavorable, playing the Eagles, Chiefs, and now the Dallas Cowboys 3 games in a row. The line for this game opened Buffalo -2 at -106. And the juice has shifted for the Bills, who now sit at -2, -112. Juiceless contest, I'm on Buffalo -2. Not a ton of value on either side. This will be a game I will sit back, relax, and enjoy. Like I said before, 5-star entertainment. The Baltimore Ravens at the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Ravens are 10-3 straight up, but only 8-5 against the spread. Lamar Jackson is ranked 9th among quarterbacks with an NEA of 6.89. The Ravens are a really solid team that can beat any team in the league, and the Jags will be a good test, especially if Trevor Lawrence is healthy. The Jags are 8-5 straight up as well as against the spread. Trevor Lawrence is ranked 17th with an NEA rating of 6.17. The line for this game opened Jacksonville +3.5 at -114. It's currently moved down to Jacksonville +3.5 at -110. Despite the line movement, I will be a broken record, and in a juiceless contest, I will be taking the Jags +3.5. Monday Night Football, the Philadelphia Eagles at the Seattle Seahawks. The Eagles have fallen to 10-3 straight up and 6-4-3 against the spread. Jalen Hurts is ranked 14th with an NEA rating of 6.33. The Eagles' schedule has been crazy. Home to the Cowboys, away to Kansas City, home to Buffalo, away to San Fran, and finally away to Dallas. Does it get easier with the Seahawks? A little bit. Seattle 6-7 straight up and 6-1 against the spread. Geno Smith's NEA rating is 6.07, tying him at 20th with Baker Mayfield. The line for this game opened and is currently sitting at Seattle +3.5 at -106. The spread and juice have not moved, but the money line did move Seattle +169 to Seattle +162. So I will be taking the Seahawks at plus 3.5 as home dogs in a juiceless contest. All right, guys, on to the lightning round. Big Ryan the Fat Guy's picks against the spread for week 15. Thursday, LAC at Las Vegas. I've got LAC plus 3. Saturday's games, Minnesota at Cincy. Cincy minus 3.5. Pittsburgh at Indy. I've got Indy minus 2.5. Denver at Detroit. I got Detroit minus 4. On to the Sunday games, Kansas City at New England. New England plus 10. Jets at Miami. I've got the Dolphins at this bum line here of minus 6.8. It's going to open a lot higher. Chicago at Cleveland. Cleveland minus 3. Houston at Tennessee. I have Houston as slight favorites on the road at minus 0.3. New York Giants at New Orleans. I've got the Giants covering at plus 5.3. Atlanta at Carolina. I will take Atlanta minus 3. Tampa Bay at Green Bay. On the look ahead, I've got Tampa Bay plus 3.4. San Fran at Arizona. I've got Arizona as big dogs plus 14 at home. Washington at the LA Rams. Washington plus 7. 5-star entertainment, Dallas at Buffalo. I got Buffalo minus 2. Sunday night football, Baltimore at Jacksonville. I do have Jacksonville plus 3.5. And then on Monday night, Philly at Seattle. Seattle plus 3.5. And for week 14, 2023, the picks against the spread leader is Wook Dog going 11-2, good for 85%. Wook Dog is always on top. This is not the first time for him, but congratulations again, Wook Dog. It is not easy to be on top, and you are the leader as of now for week 14. And here we can see the week 14 picks against the spread leaders. We got Wook Dog there at 11-2. Hogaboom or Bust at 10-3, as well with Shiv picks. Cash only, no checks as well. Laser Jets and Mickey at 9-4. And then we got Jimmy G and the Super Friends. Sorry, Jimmy G and the Super Friends at 8-5. Kids Presents riding on at 8-5. CSK as well as Asher, all 8-5, guys. Congrats on the strong week. And then the overall leaderboard, Mickey still has a stranglehold here, 4 games above Hogaboom or Bust. Congratulations, Mickey. Keep up the strong work and see if you can finish strong over the final few weeks of the season. I'll be really interested to see if anyone can break that 60% mark. So I am cheering on Mickey, Hogaboom or Bust, Shiv picks, everyone else below. Good luck. Try to hit that 60% mark. Super, super tough to do. And the JS715 name of the week, RIP Fat Guy. It gave me a little chuckle. Probably not the strongest of all of them. Fat Guy is totally healthy and doing great, so don't worry, he's not dead. But this was a decent name of the week. Make your picks against the spread for week 15 at BigRyanTheFatGuy.com. Compete every week. Don't forget to subscribe to us for weekly NFL picks. Hit that notification bell, as well as give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Thank you for tuning in, guys, and good luck with your picks in week 15.